So now we move on to the Spring Fever movies. Spring Fever just started last week, and I didn't get a chance to watch that movie. And I'm also missing one other movie on my DVR, so I am going to look for that one. See when it's on again, so I can review it for you guys. This one is just my type. It's basically about this magazine interviewer who is trying to get this interview with a popular author who writes murder mystery novels, and he doesn't do a lot of interviews. He's a secluse. He's a very quiet writer. He writes his books. He doesn't do a whole lot of autograph signings anymore. He's just a very to himself author. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog getting a drink of water. Dogs need a drink. And they're going to fall in love after many, many meetings. It's one that I'm not going to recommend to you as highly as I want it to. Spring Fever is a very easy type of movie to make for me. And a very good movie to get me to take my head out of what's going on out in the world right now with the coronavirus, COVID-19, or as us people in Ohio say, whenever this thing is over, this crazy thing that's going on right now, that's what we call it. But the chemistry was not there. The chemistry just wasn't there. I enjoy movies about authors, though. I enjoy Hallmark movies about authors and writers and stuff like that. That's a very interesting topic to me because I'm very curious what you can do with that story. There's many different places that you could take it. This one didn't take a whole lot of places. I enjoyed the first half of it better because you didn't have the forced romance in there. Once you get to the halfway mark of the movie, that's where they start trying to shove in the romance in there that has no chemistry. And so for that, there's not a whole lot I can say about this movie. When the chemistry isn't there, the chemistry's not there. And that's partly due to the script, and that's partly due to the actors not having good on-screen chemistry. Not saying that they're bad actors. I'm sure it's hard to act like you're in love on screen when you're not a Hallmark darling or when you haven't done tens of Hallmark movies. But these actors just weren't all that good. I'm not saying they're bad actors. I'm saying they're just eh. That's what I'll say. They're just actors. They're actors where you're like, hey, I'm acting. As opposed to the Hallmark darlings where you're going to sit there and be like, yeah, they are actually in love with that person, even though you know that they are happily married in real life. Most of them anyways. This one just didn't have the feel for me. I didn't really care for the story in this one towards the second half of the film. And for that, I'm going to give just my type a C. I thought it was just a mediocre whatever Hallmark movie.